Okay. I've noticed something. A lot of men, when they're talking with women on the internet and YouTube and Facebook, if that woman doesn't say something he agrees with, his go-to insult is, "That's why you're not married." And that's supposed to make her go, uh, uh, finish her. Supposed to dig into her soul. Because the best thing a woman should accomplish in life is to be married. Although she can't control that shit. Because men propose, we don't. So they go at us like if we're having a discussion, you get mad. Oh, are you married? What does that have to do with what we're talking about? What does my relationship status have to do with my opinion? I have my opinion. That's why you're not married. And it really means that's why you're not picked. Nobody wants you. Marriage is all women should be striving for in this life. I got it, y'all. Not children. Because we could still have children outside of marriage. But so they focus on marriage. You didn't get married. You didn't get picked. Okay. But then these same men are telling themselves and other men that marriage is bogus. It doesn't benefit a man. Why be married, guys? The court system is against you. You're going to have to pay alimony and child support and da-da-da. Marriage is crap. Ugh, it's disgusting. Why get married? Don't get married. And then they tell the women, you're not married. Oh, stain on your record. But you want me, men want women to be married, but don't want men to be married. So if women are married, you're telling me, shame on me for not manipulating this man to ask me to marry him so his life could be miserable. You know, let me say it again. You want me to be married so I can manipulate some man to ask me to marry him, knowing that he's going to be miserable down the line somewhere, where somehow I'm going to end up divorcing him and taking all this shit. But you're going to insult me saying, oh, girl, you ain't that sly. You ain't manipulate no man and marrying you. But these other women who manipulate these guys to marry them, they're the ones I respect. Not you for not being married and potentially taking all this man's shit someday and divorcing him and all that crap. Shame on you for not being that sly. And that's how I take it. Because I'm like, because I hear it's the same breath. You're not married. And then to the men, don't marry. How does this combine? I need answers, because this don't make no sense to me. It doesn't make sense. You want all women that you just talk to on these spaces to be married, to have a valid opinion. All of them. If they're not married, never been married or whatever, they can't say shit. But in the same breath, no men, if you got married and don't get married, men, it's the worst thing that can ever happen to you. Because men always talk about, okay, they are built to be alone. They don't need a woman. They can live all their lives alone with no problems. And I'm like, all right, I'm cool. But you want women who are very emotional creatures who needs attention and to marry beings who don't freaking need them or want them. And you wonder why the divorce rate is so high when we have choices now? Was it Patrice O'Neill who said something like women, we don't want to, we don't want to be alone, but we don't want you around us. Basically, go sit in a corner somewhere until we need you. And women are emotional beings. And how is that fulfilling to her? You know what I mean? I know men just want what they want, but a woman wants there's got to be a middle ground. But you're telling women, we don't need you, ladies. We don't need you. We don't need you. We're better off alone. We bank better. We do this better, blah, blah, blah. We don't need you. We don't need you. Then you tell us, well, you need to find some man who's going to ask you to marry you. Although we don't need you. I'm sorry. Where is this appeal? Why should I be married to a species who say they don't need me or want me until like they want silent sandwiches and sex, right? Silent sandwiches and sex. So I can't speak. Although I'm a woman, I like to talk. You like sandwiches? I can make you sandwiches. Sex? I like sex, but sometimes I want to talk and cuddle. But you say, nah, bitch. Your needs. Don't need it. Don't want it. I don't care what you want. I don't care about what I want. And shut up and just enjoy the ride. And this is supposed to make me want to get married? Or any woman to get married? I mean, what's the appeal? Can someone, what's the appeal for a woman to be married? Like you men say, you don't need women because you could cook, clean, and all this stuff yourself, right? Women could also make money themselves, blah blah blah. This is the problem. That's why it's so inconsistent in these spaces. I can't deal with it. I'm rambling on too long, but I'm just saying. Makes sense. The greatest insult you could tell a woman on these spaces, that's why you ain't married. And then the next breath, brothers don't get married. And I'm like, what kind of trickery is this shit? This man don't want to get married, but he's telling me I should get married? Nah, man, I'm gonna follow your lead. Right? I'm a woman, I'm gonna follow a man's lead. If a man telling me marriage is bullshit, I'm gonna listen to him. It's good bullshit, right? Okay, right. All right, bye. That's all I got to say.